Black Ops 2, November 12th, 2012. The most hyped up game for 7 months. Was it perfect? No. But it sure did have a lot of nostalgia, and it was the best game for its time. One of the most hyped up things was the campaign, starting with Frank Woods, Mason, and Hudson. And starting this, you get one of the scariest cutscenes of its time. Now, this was terrible.
Savimbi, you gotta help! Right, damn it! The fire finished. Man, let's move out before we join them in death. Multiplier means the MPLA is ready for attack.
Now, these first missions in Call of Duty revolutionized gaming. The graphics, for its time, were some of the best. High quality, and at the time, it was at least 180p quality for the game. 60 frames per second, making it some of the best Xbox 360 and Xbox One gameplay for a long time. But, of course, we all know with the new Modern Warfare, these graphics don't hold up. Now back to what I was saying. Frank Savimbi is actually a real general. He actually does fight forces like this. And he did at the time especially a lot more. And people running over that hill, you were already gripped into the gameplay. You knew it was going to be fun. Now, missions ranging from going into, swinging from mountains, going into silent bases and raiding, all can be found within Black Ops 2. And this first mission really gripped you into the gameplay, making you want more, not just standing there, and that's really what revolutionized the Black Ops experience. Now, was this campaign perfect? No. Just like every game, it has its fair share of bugs, and developers worked very hard for months, if not years, to make games like this what they are. And in all honesty, Black Ops 2 was a masterpiece that just wasn't executed perfectly. Black Ops 2 had just so much that could have been better, but I think we all know one of the greatest things about Black Ops and in any of the Black Ops are some of the things the characters say.
They are weak! We must finish them!
Or,
Our journey to victory has begun! Death to the MPLA!
when these lines were said, people felt a real experience. That general wanted his enemies fallen before him, and seeing how this made him upset, the characters were developed, and it made gaming so much fun. And you would just stand there, and you felt like he was actually mad at the MPLA. Or, as we all like to say, he wanted them dead. Now, moving on to the actual fun part, which was multiplayer. I think when people think of Black Ops 2 multiplayer, I think they think of the absolute sick intro music as soon as you're on the first loading screen. Of course, I can't play that, but there will be a link to Adrenaline in Black Ops 2 in the description for you to go listen to. Now, for all of you born in the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 days, you will probably have never heard that song, but that is called Adrenaline, and it was the best Black Ops 2 music. No one can tell me different. But in Gaming Breakdown, we don't have opinions. We only state facts. And, well, it's a fact. That is some of the most gaming music ever. I still listen to it today, when I'm doing stuff like that involves me getting pumped up. But that is for you to decide. And, yeah, for the multiplayer, I have nothing but good things to say. As you can see in the background, I use snipers, I still do today, but gaming has just gotten better and better, and Black Ops 1, the problem was that sniping was very hard to do. Even if you would aim at someone, sometimes you would still have trouble hitting them. And now, in Black Ops 2, they kind of fixed that. Even with aim assist turned off, it was still easier to snipe. But even all that to say, it was still one of the best multiplayer experiences to this date. Now, if you join the games, unfortunately, you're probably going to be met with nothing more than just hackers. So just play local with your friends. But if you still want to play this game online, the online hacker experience is, in my opinion, still pretty fun. The hacker will teleport you up to a box, and y'all try to do trick shots, 360ing off like the top of the aircraft carrier. So you can still have a pretty fun experience. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the multiplayer. The maps were very good and unique. They were some of the best of the time, having two taking place on ships, which was just sick in itself. But other than that, it was not much different than most other multiplayer experiences, besides the fact that it fixed quite a few issues people had with Black Ops 1. So, yeah, in my opinion, the multiplayer will always be pretty fun, and it's always pretty cool, so, yeah. Moving on to zombies. Ugh, what a disappointment. Hyped for months, and I'm not talking about just zombies. I'm talking about Zombie Chronicles Transit, the biggest, and I mean best, supposed to be zombies map. But at the time, with just the way that Xbox 360 engines were set up, and most computer engines were set up, it just wasn't executed right. And in my opinion, Transit could have been so much better. Everything about it could have been so much better. And unfortunately, it just wasn't executed right. And that really ruined the experience for a lot of players. Now, moving on, some of the best nostalgic sounds you can hear in Transit were heard. Now, if you're wondering why that audio sounds trash, that is because that's the actual audio for the game. No joke. And Transit is still immune to this day because of some of those noises, like Ted, the bus noises, and most importantly, how trash the audio truly was. But Zombies was a huge letdown, and what could have fixed it is if they would have just removed denizens and removed everything that would have slowed you down. But the problem is on that engine, they just couldn't, because, well, if they would have had what Transit was supposed to be, we simply couldn't have played it at the time. And in my opinion, that is what made Black Ops 2 a kind of mediocre but still nostalgic experience. And would I recommend playing it? Yes. But it's just the zombies experience, no. Anyway, this has been Gaming Breakdown, guys. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Slayer Stories.